Hello. Right, today I'm going to do just a little video to tell you a little bit about the Hippy Hare Company. I post lots of videos about the products because I think it's important. I don't necessarily like posting videos of myself. I get quite self-conscious and sometimes I have to do 3 or 4 takes, so it's quite time consuming, but I think I am getting a bit better at it. But you know, we've been told that it's really important to do videos and lots of photography if you've got a business and you're using social media and you've got a website. So this is why we do it. And also I think it's really important and really helpful that because when you're swapping over and you're changing from one thing to another, you need to know how to use it, and that's a lot of what we do on the market stall. A lot, you know, sometimes we can be talking for the entire 3 or 4 hours that we're there or more, telling people how to use shampoo bars and how best to look after the soaps so they don't disappear. So basically, as a company, we are about being single-use plastic free and palm oil free and cruelty free, and that's what we adhere to. It's not always that easy. It's a lot easier than it was because more and more suppliers are coming out with some great products now, but it has been a bit difficult, a bit hard going. You know, I've had to do a lot of research, so it's been quite time consuming, but I think it's really important that we get away from plastic wherever we can. And I'm not saying that we need to get rid of it entirely. Of course we don't. Plastic is a very, very useful commodity, but it needs to be used properly, and that's the thing. So it's the single-use plastic that we have to try and steer away from. That's the plastic that when you unwrap a soap or a packet of something, that you're taking off cellophane plastic, or you open the box and it's wrapped in cellophane plastic. That's the stuff we need to try and get away from. So all of the things that we sell are plastic free, with the exception of one thing, and that is the straw brush. We do sell a straw brush. The bristles are plastic, and at the moment that's because we can't source. We're still trying, and we will keep trying to source a plant-based material one, but at the moment we can't. And for hygiene reasons, we need to have the straw on the store to give people the option to buy one. So that's really important to us, the fact that things need to be plastic free. Also, what's important is for things to be palm free, or at the very least to use sustainable palm oil, which I know is not ideal. But again, palm oil is in just about everything. If you go to the shopping, you know, you go shopping, you go to the grocers, whether it's Tesco, Sainsbury's, wherever, and you look at the back of the ingredients when you're shopping, you will be horrified to find that palm oil is in 90% of anything you buy or pick up. It's really hard to shop without it. And it really is a big problem, and it's something that we've really got to change. So at the very least, the thing that we can change at the moment is to get away from palm oil in products, personal care products, such as soaps. You know, we've talked about shaving bar, travel soap, facial soap. None of these contain any plastic in the packaging. They do not contain palm oil. I would not have them on the stall if they did. And also, which I think is very important, is that none of our products are tested on animals in any step of, you know, the manufacturing. I think that's really important. And, you know, I'm not perfect. I'm not a full vegan or vegetarian, but we're changing our diet significantly with the environment in mind. We hardly any meat at all, and if we do, it will come farm bred or organic. I'm still not happy about it. It's something I really struggle with, but we are eating probably four days a week. We're eating vegan meals, and you know what, there's really tasty stuff out there. We've been so pleasantly surprised, so we're cutting back on all that stuff. We're not perfect. we're trying, and it's a slow process. And I would never preach to anybody and say you need to stop doing all this right now, because you've got to be realistic. And I think the way is to get is for people to stop and change things that they're comfortable with in their time that they're comfortable with. And hopefully, and we're seeing it on the markets, we're seeing so many people wanting to change their habits, and we talk to people all the time, and we're talking to people who are changing their eating habits to reflect on the environment. And it's a big problem, but it's impossible to live on this planet and not have an impact on the environment. It's impossible. You can't do it. However, it's how you change it. It's how you change what you're doing when you can, at your pace. And just what I found was I started off with a few basic things, and it became so easy that now we've changed so many things at home, to the point now that we're changing our diet, and it's just becoming so easy, and it's fun, and it's tasty, and it's working. We've still got a long way to go. Richard and I have a long way to go. But as long as people are trying, we have to have hope, and we have to try. And that's kind of where I'm at with it, really, as a company. That's why I did it. That's why I set it up. I didn't set this business up to be a fantastic, successful business. It sounds ridiculous, but that wasn't even in my game plan. I started the business up because I was fed up of trying to order stuff online and it costing me a fortune with postage. And I just got to thinking that, if it's all right for me, I can do that. I'm single, there's just Richard and I. But if families are trying to change, how can families do that when, it's tight enough as it is trying to survive without having to pay £3.50 postage on everything you order, because most of these products aren't available in the supermarket at the moment. So that was where I was coming from doing it. And it really was a case of, I said to Richard one day, I want to start at my own little business. I'll buy some product in. That way I can use it. I won't have to pay the postage. I can sell it to people I know, because I have lots of friends and family that are on the environmental surge. So, and it kind of went from there. And then we just decided to do a market one day. And wow, it was just amazing that so many people were so grateful that we were there, because they didn't know how else to get hold of stuff. So in that respect, that's kind of why I started doing it, and it has flourished and it has grown. And for me, the most important part of that is just that it just shows me that people really want to make a change to the environment, and it gives me hope. And I think we all need to have hope. We're in a mess. We're in a real bad mess, and a lot of it is played down for obvious reasons, because it's down to money, governments. What else can you say? They're all as bad as each other. It's down to us really to try and make a change. And what I'm seeing is very reaffirming, because I'm seeing that everybody that we come into contact with is trying to make a change, and there are a lot of you. And well done, just keep going. Together we can be strong. That's what I think. Thank you for listening. It's a long one this time, but thank you, appreciate it. Bye.